Hey guys, so there's been mention of doing Google Meets with your students, Hangouts. It used to be called Hangouts and now it's called Meets. But doing a Hangout with your students, and please remember they have asked you to put the link to the Meet on the Google spreadsheet that has been shared with everyone on the Google Drive once you have it scheduled. Also, the little things to remember, the teacher needs to be in there first, of course, or as quick as possible. So you may want to hop in about 5 minutes before time just to make sure, you're in there and ready. Also, the teacher must stay in front of the camera the whole time. So run to your potty break or get you something to drink before you sit down for your meet. Once all of your students get in there and you however long you're going to conversate or whatever the purpose of your meet is, and you have ended the meet, you need to tell the students, okay, appreciate you being here. I'll see you guys later. How to get out of the meet. They're going to click the little leave icon, which looks like a red phone at the bottom, and hang up. So you want to stay, the teacher should stay in the meet until every participant has hung up, and then the teacher leaves last and closes out the meet. Those are just some things that have been asked of us by the district to pass on to you guys when you start using the Google Meets. Now, to get started, how do you create a meet? The best way is to go into your calendar. And so you just click in any empty space. You just click wherever, or you can go, sometimes you'll see a create plus sign, and you can choose, if you hit the plus sign, then you can choose the title of the meet. So it's kind of like you're creating you're scheduling an event, but then you're going to change it and add conferencing. So, you can say, Ms. Harris's class meet, I don't know, and then you're going to go down here, choose the date and the time, of course, and you're going to, you can add guests. You can actually invite your students by using their email addresses. I'm not sure what will populate when you start putting in just student names, but you can do that if you want to. If you've taught your parents how to log into Google as their student, then this will be easy, and they can check their email, click yes if they can go, which is an RSVP, and then it will put it on their calendar and remind them of the meet. Okay, I know many of you use Dojo and Remind and things like that, so you can send out a reminder just as well. Now, then you're going to go here where it says location and add conferencing, and so you've just generated a Hangout meet. Okay, now you can put on, I've got several calendars, so you need to make sure you put it on your school calendar. You can add a description if you want to there, and then you're going to click save. But what you need right here is this meeting ID. Now you can also share the number with the pen, so that they can just come in, dial in on their phone and put in the pen to join like they're on a phone call. So of course it will be audio only if they do this way. They can also use their phone if they have the Hangout app. If they have the Google Hangout app on the phone, then they can also just go here to this. So the meeting code that you're going to need is right here, this back OZO, and without the dashes. So you're going to copy this, and you're going to let's see if I can copy it, and let's see, here we go. I'm just going to copy all of this and I'll straighten it out. Alright, you're going to choose save. Okay, so it adds it to your calendar. Now this is what you're going to send to your students, that little code at the back, because when they log in to their class, and I'm logged in as my nephew so that you can see what it's going to look like on their side. So they have, Cole is logged in with his email, his Google email address, and the password is there in that spreadsheet that I shared with you on the Google Drive. That is, it also has the Destiny username and password, so that password is the same for their Google account as it is to log into Destiny. It would be fabulous if all of that matched with AR2, but you know, life is not that sweet and easy. So when they go in to get on your Meet, they are going to go through the app, and it's better if the child is logged in, but you know, we don't know what all devices and things they have at home. So you're going to go to the honeycomb, or instruct them to go to the honeycomb. Now I've also done a tutorial on the student side. So I've got 2 playlists on my YouTube channel. So one playlist is for student tutorials and one playlist is going to be for teacher tutorials, okay? So they will go to the honeycomb and click on Meet, and then they're going to use this code, use meeting code. Now unless you have a tech savvy parent and they know how to use the their student's Google account, and they've put it in their it's been on their calendar, or if you have their email address and they've put it on their calendar, then it's going to show up here. Otherwise, you're going to give them the meeting code, and I'm going to show you what the meeting code is. It's not all of this up here. Now, if you only put, it's those last letters at the back of that invite. So if you only give them the code, you need to take out the dashes, you see, because it asked me to take out those dashes. And then, so that is the code that you will share with them. Then you click continue, and they will be able to come into the Meet, okay? Hi! All right, now let me show you how you are going to start the Meet. So let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Now let's go to back to my calendar, if I can find it. Okay, so for you to be able to start the Hangout, you're going to go to your scheduled time, and you'll probably get a reminder beforehand. You're going to go to your scheduled time, and you're going to choose Join Hangouts Meet. And then your camera will start, and you know, when you're on camera, try to make sure the camera is facing directly at you and not looking up your nose or cutting off, you know, half of your head. Think about those things and be in a comfortable place. That's just some tips for you, some sideline tips. And make sure you have good lighting so they can see your face. Make sure your audio is on so they can hear you. And if these little 3 lines are moving, that means your voice is coming through. You want your camera on. You know, it's nicer to see you and hear you. You know, your kids don't care what you look like, so that none of that matters. They just need to be able to get in here. Now, Join Now is going to start the Hangout. So when you're in here, you know your audio's working, you know your video's on, you choose Join Now, and you're going to start the Hangout. And then as they populate in, just like the Hangout, you know, we were on today with the PLs, you'll start seeing them pop in and you can speak to them. Now, if you get a bunch of them in there, the person that started the Hangout can mute everybody. That's in the settings. So, if you're the originator of the Hangout, you can go mute everybody if you want to talk or read a story. Then you can unmute them as they are talking to you, okay? And that just sort of helps with the feedback, but it also helps one student from monopolizing the whole conversation. And wow, this mute button is going to prove to be your friend. All right, so that's Google Meets in a nutshell. And then when you end it, make sure, well, let me go in there and I can show you. Of course, you all jumped on the Meet, so you know. So when you'll see over here is this little, it shows you who's in. Of course, I'm in here all by myself. You can send chats and like text to them. If you click right over here in the empty space, you'll be able to see the whole screen. you can go into these options and you can go full screen. You can even turn on captions so that the words will go. You can record the meet if you want to. You can change the layout. There's just several different options here. I don't know what's in the settings. Let's see. Okay, that just tests your speakers and your audio and your video. And you can even share your screen. If you go to present now, then that's going to share what is on your desktop. You could go into something and, a resource or I don't know, whatever you would like to pull up, a math problem, whatever you want to do, you can actually share your screen with the students and or parents and show, have some visual things. Now, you can also, I was just looking to see what that was. There's your copy join button right there. So when they get ready to leave, and when you get ready to leave, you can instruct them to click on this little red phone thing, like it's a receiver, but they may not know what a phone receiver is. So just tell them to click on the red headphone. Looks like headphones, really. Click on the red headphones, and that will exit them out of the meet. Then once all of your students are gone, then you can end the meeting. And you can return home back to the home screen where you started. If there's one already scheduled, it's going to pop up right here, and that is just on the honeycomb. When you go to meets, they'll see what's already scheduled. If it's on your calendar, you just choose that and it pops you straight in there and you join. Okay? So all of this is just a really cool way of allowing them to see and hear you. And you can, there's just endless possibilities with this meet. So I encourage you to think about scheduling a Google Meet with your students. And, it could just be a lot of fun. Remember that you create the event first, you add conferencing. Inside the event, you add conferencing in that, and then you choose the Google Meet. You select your day and time. You can even invite guests if you have their email addresses. And you can even add a notification. And then you're good to go. I was trying to think if there's any other reminders to tell you. You get to the meet in your honeycomb over here. It's the little green, like a speech box with maybe a camera inside it. You click on meet and that takes you to your Hangout. Okay? So, I hope you have fun with this. If you have any questions, don't forget to put your scheduled meeting link on the Google spreadsheet, and the meeting link is going to be this right here. When you copy this right here and you paste it in the spreadsheet, that lets everyone know that you have a meet. That lets your admin know that you have a meet scheduled. And sometimes they do pop in. Sometimes, I don't know, I might pop in. I don't know, but maybe not. I'm just saying, other people, it's on that spreadsheet so other people can join you if they want to. Okay? So, there you go. If you have any questions or need any further assistance, please don't hesitate to call me. Send me a text, and I'll be happy to, or a message on Facebook. I'll be happy to help you.